Now, food is life, like literally no one alive can do without food. This is stating the obvious. Okay, let me get into the nitty-gritty of this interview. As we constantly seek avenues to push our rich culture to the world in order to not only attract investments, but also to tell the Nigerian story and to expose to the world to our deep-rooted culture as a nation. One captivating aspect that truly stands out in our exquisite cuisine: Nigerian food. Nigerian food is renowned for its vibrant colors, bold flavors, and we can't celebrate our cultural heritage without mentioning our rich food delicacies. Now, one festival looking to celebrate our culture and push delicacies to the world is the Nigerian Soup Festival. The event, which is bringing together all 36 states to Lagos, will see a total of 111 soups prepared at the festival. Joining us on Arise 360 today is Bassey, founder of the Nigerian Soup Festival. He will also be discussing ways we can boost Nigerian tourism in Nigeria. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Very nice to meet you.
Same here,
I love that concept. I mean, I've never heard of it before. I haven't heard of a soup festival.
Interesting.
So let's dive into it and tell me why it's a soup festival. First of all, why is it not a food festival? Why is it a soup festival?
How do I put it now? Swallow is a very common thing in Nigeria. Yeah, so, and normally it will come with you dipping your choice of swallow into something. I think soups is something you find in every state in Nigeria, even across the borders of Nigeria. So yeah, we've touched on rice, jollof, and all that stuff. But how about something with soups? So that's why we're here.
Okay, So that's interesting. So let's talk about our arts and culture industry.
Yeah.
Do you think we are doing enough to boost the sector and showcase our heritage enough?
I would say very much so. We've done tremendously well, over the years. What enough? Well, it's never enough. We have to keep going. We have to keep trying to educate the younger ones. If you look closely, the new Nigerians, the young Nigerians, they're not really in sync with culture. They're more of, the Western world and what have you. I don't want to put a name to it. Don't get me into trouble. What you do is, but we can do better. We can do better improving our culture, improving our knowledge about our culture, and and very much more. Yeah.
Nice. So boosting our arts and culture industry, it's a big deal. We get to attract a lot of foreign tourists and investors, but with the situation and drama around the coastal area of our beaches in VI, which really breaks my heart, obviously, like with the landmark situation. Yeah. Do you think this might affect investors' confidence in investing in Nigeria?
Well, a great deal. It's a shame that these locations are God-given. We mustn't develop everywhere, if I have to put it that way.
Okay.
There are some things that you have to just let nature take its course. I mean, for me, water, the beaches, the sound, it's therapy for me. When you're all the craziness of trying to make money and do all that stuff, it's nice to go to a beach close by and just relax. But a situation where you're saying that these things are being reclaimed, even though by law, anything 20 meters from the seaside is owned by the government, they can do that. However, it would be nice to see the government sustain this instead of reclaiming and creating other forms of infrastructure. Infrastructure is not bad in itself, but then when you try to tamper with certain things that would help relaxation, help the mindset, which is what tourism actually does, I think I have a problem with that. I'm heartbroken just as much as you are. I wish there was something I could do.
I just wish, in as much as it's done, I hope they have plans for new segments and new areas.
Yeah, what I will say is, most people have a habit of not really going into the nitty-gritties of understanding why they should invest in certain areas. So it's best other investors, before you go in to put your money, it's best you go to see end to end. It's just a way of advice. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Okay, so you decided to do something different with this soup festival. I mean, when is it coming up soon? How are we going to celebrate this event coming up? And like, you need to tell me about the 111 soups. I mean, we have 36 states, so I was thinking maybe 36 different soups, especially from each state, you know, but you said 111.
Yeah.
Okay, please break it down.
So let me unpack it.
Okay, unpack it.
So you have 111. So if you do the math, we have 36 states plus the Federal Capital Territory.
Okay.
So it's 3 soups per state.
Okay, 3 soups.
So when you come into that arena, you have an option of tasting 3 soups. Even though some state commissioners have specifically told me, Andre, I have 8 soups to give you. I'm not doing 3, but you know, default.
Wow, so there are like 8 soups in each
you don't want to know.
Different soups
you don't want to know. I mean, I was in Benin with the commissioner for culture, and they have about 9. Enugu says they have 8. Ebonyi is already bringing 6, which the commissioner told me, look, I'm bringing 6, you know, to that event. So some of them want to go beyond the 3 soups we have said. So, I mean, it's good for Nigerians to be able to see these things and know that we have that deeper culture, you know, to explore with.
I'm definitely going to attend, and I need to know.
Oh, sure.
I need to taste everything.
I'm a
foodie. I'm such a foodie, and I love soups as well.
Oh, okay.
I feel my best Nigerian soup is either egusi or efo.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the ones I go to all the time.
Okay.
But I would like to be introduced to different cultures and, you know, their soup.
Absolutely.
So how did you get Hanatu Musafa, the Minister of Arts and Tourism, Creative Economy, to be part of this event and actually endorse your event?
Oh, okay. I must first of all say a very big thank you to the Honorable Minister. She's been very great. She runs an open door policy. Okay. As long as you have, you know, what makes sense, if I have to put it that way. She's very open to it. And Nigerian protocol for seeing government people is there. Or let's not make it seem like you go today, you see her tomorrow. No. But then again, she's very open to see, as long as it makes sense, as long as it can boost Nigerian economy, so as long as it can promote the culture, which is what she stands for, it's a done deal. So yeah, I must say a very big thank you. So getting to see her, there was nothing magical, there was no Godfather. We had a good product. She saw it, she liked it, and she went the extra mile, even doing the video endorsement. Guess what? She was going to do this endorsement in her office.
Okay.
Then she looked at it and was like, no, Andrea, I won't do this in my office. I said, where do you want to do it, madam? So I'd rather do it in my kitchen. So she actually went to her kitchen.
Wait, let's take a look at this video, because I'm actually interested in it. Let's take a look at this video. The endorsement video.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Nigerians. I am delighted to invite you to the Nigeria Soup Fest, the first of its kind. The Nigeria Soup Fest will showcase our diverse cultural tastes in the pot through various traditional and tantalizing soups that tell the story of our heritage. Shena, egusi, afang, edikayokong, miyankuka, or eforiro. All the different soups where you sabi, them go cook them that day. Come and taste the sumptuous and healthy soups representing the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. We are cooking live on May 19th, 2024 at the Fidelity Grounds, Oniru, Victoria Island, Lagos State. The time is noon. Come join us in the renewed hope of unity under the banner of delicacies while sharing the richness of our cultural heritage. See you at the Nigeria Soup Fest. I thank you.
Oh, I love that endorsement video. That's very nice. So wait, is she going to be attending?
Oh, sure.
Because she's like, we are cooking live. The way she said it, she's going to be there? Okay.
Yeah, she's made a commitment to not just attend this one.
Okay.
Subsequent Nigeria Soup Fest that we're going to be doing. Nice. So it's more of a baby to her now, other than just, you know, promoting it. So she's her ministry is bent on making this work. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the vision you have for this festival? Do you intend to continue? I mean, this is the Maiden edition. Mm-hmm. What's your plan? Like, when you're growing, after this is going to become popular, a lot of people are probably going to copy your idea. How do you intend to go about it within the next couple of years?
It has come to stay, first of all.
Nice.
And we intend to own this space. We're not competing. Okay. We want to complement everybody else. You know, culture is evolving. We are open to working with everybody that, that can come in. So we also run an open door policy. So if you have an idea that we can merge with us, it's fine. However, think of it as the World Cup. The World Cup goes to every country, right? That is eligible to host. So this is going to be the same thing. If your state is eligible to host, you have certain infrastructure, your security is good, your road network is good. So Nigeria's Soup Fest could just be that event that sets standards in certain states. So if your state is eligible and you can beat the previous states in terms of hosting, why not?
Okay.
The
So
stage
wait,
is yours.
all 36 states in Nigeria can handily boost of a vibrant tourism industry, aside from Lagos that is taking the lead. But with even their efforts, we still have a long way to go. Do you think we can get to that level where we can be part of countries like the way South Africa is on top of tourism and all of that? What do you think about that?
You see, it's easy for us to be able to put all these other countries to compare with us side by side. But this is progress over the years. First things first, your infrastructure has to be good.
100%.
Not just good, aesthetics. It has to be friendly, design and all that stuff. That's one. Two, security. I'm not going to go to a state where I'm not sure of going back from. So that's very important. So your security architecture has to be extremely good. Then also, we need to be able to market our own, not just within Nigeria, outside Nigeria. But if we stay within Nigeria, for instance, I bet you there's so many states you haven't been to. Nigerians don't even visit our own states.
That's true.
So it's just what it is.
True. Just Lagos and
just Lagos, a few states that have airports. If you don't have an airport, I'm not coming. That kind of thing, So it helps. We intend to set certain standards. It's a soft sell. However, it's got a hard sell. So it makes you jealous if your state is unable to host and Lagos keeps hosting Abuja and the rest of the other states that have the infrastructure. So it makes you want to question those in authority to say, okay, how come we are unable to host the Nigeria Soup Fest all these years? So we're going to be there to help Nigeria, experience Nigeria, and also make this very sustainable. Yeah.
Nice, that's nice. So, I mean, considering that it's like food, you're obviously a foodie. Can you cook? Well, if you're doing a food event, you must love food.
Oh yeah, I do.
So wait, can you cook?
Yeah, absolutely, I can.
Okay, so can you make soups and all of that?
Yes, a few of those that I could. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So, what's your favorite Nigerian soup?
You guess. Where do you think I come from, first of all?
Akwa Ibom?
Nope. I'm from Cross River.
Cross River.
Yeah.
Yes. I almost got it.
Okay, I'm from Cross River. Yeah. And if you're familiar with our cuisines, Afang stands first.
Hey, Afang.
Yeah. So I'm sure those who know me will be laughing already. Okay. So Afang stands first.
So how many times do you eat Afang a week?
I have to like 3-4 times a week.
That's serious.
Yeah, it's very important. It's part of my lifestyle. Yeah.
So wait, apparently there was a recent event that you had with Gen Zs and Millennial versus Gen Zs. It was a cooking competition, and you had a couple of people partake. So, to my understanding, the Gen Zs won this competition. Is that true? Wow.
I was shocked myself because I was just waiting to hand the trophy to the millennials and let's just go home.
So, are you saying Gen Zs are better cooks now that they are bringing out nice delicacies?
I was shocked myself because I actually thought, including some of our guests like Frank Edogo and Chef Damilo and the rest of them who were there to judge, we were shocked that the Gen Zs actually won. So when it happened that way, it's not like the millennials did wrongly or did less, but the Gen Z just pulled it off. She was cooking and, nice. I wish, I was shocked. So she's going to be at the event anyway, the Gen Z that won, and also the millennials as well. So she's going to be there.
Nice.
But it shows that there's an interest.
Yes.
So it kills that myth of, okay, Gen Zs just stay on their phones and they insult people. They are keypad warriors and all those names you hear there. But they can actually do a lot of positive things. And I know that Gen Zs, if they put their mind to doing something, they do it all the way. So those kind of generation. However, we still want to push the information out there that Gen Zs can actually, be imbibed in our own culture, understand how it works, know how to cook certain delicacies. You never know. You just might find yourself outside this country somewhere, and before you know, you have a thriving business in cuisine. So you never know. So it's a skill to have.
Yeah, and most people are now interested in Nigerian food all over the world. Americans, like people in London, they cannot do without
so there's a wave.
Nigerian food.
There's a wave to Africa, if you noticed.
Yes.
Before now, Asian food was, okay, you go to Asian restaurants, you pay an arm and a leg just to get something frying somewhere. You don't even know what the name is. It just comes, shh, and you know,
That's
you eat it,
totally
and you're wondering what you're eating. However, we are trying to change that narrative. We have a lot of things to sell here.
100%.
111 pots of soup. And anytime you go to a restaurant, you only see egusi. What's the other one you said
F4.
now? F4, yeah.
Yes.
Then afang and the usual suspects.
Yes.
But there's so many soups that you can actually have. Restaurants should be able to know all these soups, to be able to align them in the restaurant when you go, and you make choices.
Wait, speaking of afang, can you tell us just quickly, because we're ending the show now, how to make afang soup?
Hey, okay. Quick.
Quick.
Okay.
Please, I need to know this news.
Livestock, meats, whatever, you boil all the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's boiling, you throw in, I hope I don't miss any step, because everybody's
Don't worry, we'll come back to it.
Then you throw in your water leaf.
Okay.
The quantity is usually more than the afang, actually, the water leaf.
Okay.
So at that point where you put the water leaf, you don't need to put that much water because, the name, water leaf. So it boils into it, extracts the water, stays that way. Then crayfish, any other things, all the cereal, anything you want to put inside, the snail, if you're a snail person, you put all that stuff.
Fish.
Then it cooks for another maybe 15 to 20 minutes. If you're a very fresh person, sometimes you cook less.
Okay.
Then you put in your afang.
Okay.
So you put in your freshly pounded afang or blended afang, and whilst it's there, you stir. You actually stay by the pots. It's not something you cover and you go away. You have to stay by the pot. You have to smell it, so you will know. It's a skill too. You have to be ethic to understand this thing. Then your palm oil.
Oh, nice. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I'm trying it when I get back.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to try afang soup when I get back. So now, thank you so much, Andrea Bassey. Thank you for joining us, and I wish you all the best with your soup festival coming up in May.